Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has landed at the Hindon Air Force Base in Uttar Pradesh's Ghaziabad near the national capital Delhi. Earlier in the day, she fled Bangladesh amid violent protests. Reports say Ms Hasina will leave for London very soon. Meanwhile, the Bangladesh Army has taken control of the government. In a televised address to the nation, Army Chief General Waker-Uz-Zaman said the military will form an interim government and urged the protesters to stand down.
Interim government আমরা ফর্ম করব।
This comes after a mob broke into Prime Minister's palace in Dhaka. Protesters were seen vandalizing the property and stealing belongings from the palace. And it's not just the Prime Minister palace that has come under attack. The protesters have also set the Home Minister's residence on fire. The Bangladesh Parliament has been occupied, TV stations have been attacked, and there is total anarchy on the streets of Dhaka. According to local media The Daily Star, Bangladesh's only music-based television channel Gaan Bangla has been damaged. Bangladesh International Airport is closed till 10:30 p.m. local time. In India, the Delhi police has beefed up security at the Bangladesh High Commission in Chanakyapuri and the Indira Gandhi International Airport. Indian Railways has suspended train operations to Bangladesh, and the Border Security Force has issued a high alert along the 4,000-kilometer India-Bangladesh border in wake of the unrest. The protest began last month over a quota system that reserves up to 30% of government jobs for family members of veterans of the Bangladesh Liberation War. This resulted in pitched battles between students, police and counter-protesters. Let's take a quick look at the timeline of events. On July 6, students of the Dhaka University began protesting the government job quotas. Days later, the protest turned violent. Over 200 were killed and thousands were injured. Shocking scenes emerged of vehicles and buildings on fire and mobs rampaging through the streets. Prime Minister Hasina imposed a nationwide curfew. Schools and universities were shut down, access to phone and internet were cut off. On July 21st, Bangladesh Supreme Court gave its verdict. It scaled back job quotas, hoping to put an end to the violence. But days later, the protesters once again took to the streets. This time they demanded Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to step down. The Prime Minister's invitation for a dialogue wasn't heeded. She once again imposed a nationwide curfew, but the students called for a march to Dhaka in defiance. Before the mob reached the gates of Prime Minister's palace, Sheikh Hasina fled the country seeking temporary refuge in India.